Okay, YouTube, here we are again, and if you've watched my series, I'm done with that one. Now I get to work on this one. This is the one I've been trying to get to. It is I still need to check serial numbers. I'll get that on the next video, but it's somewhere between a 74 and an 86 or maybe 83. Anyhow, it's mechanically sound. It's got a few things I want to fix. First thing I'm working on is I'm going to repaint it. Well, there's the battery cover. It's already sanded, primed. There's one of the side panels. There's another side panel. There's the hood. I just got the bumper grill housing taken off. As you can see, I got her pretty stripped down. I am going to be repainting the red and just a little bit of the gunmetal gray. As far as the main chassis goes, I won't be painting that until next summer when I can get it outside and get it pressure washed. I know I will do the front rims. Not sure. I'll probably go ahead and do the back rims too. But body wise, it's in pretty good shape, except for the fenders are, hang on a second, pop, get in here. You know, the fenders got their normal war wounds, and all I'll do is I'll try to knock the majority of the dents and damage out of it. After all, it is just a piece of equipment. And I still got to pull the dash cover and shroud off, and while I got the dash and everything off, I'm going to run all new wiring, because like you can see, the wires going to the headlight. I mean, it's been spliced. Don't know if it'll come through on the video or not, but if you look closely, right there, you can see it's been pinched. The oil pressure gauge works, or no, I take that back. The alternator gauge works and the water temperature gauge works. The oil pressure gauge and the fuel gauge does not. The RPM or the tachometer does. Things like that I'm going to work on repairing. I got another month and a half to 2 months before I go back to work, so I'm not going to be hitting it real hot and heavy, but I'll keep you updated as I go, and as I find little things, like I noticed here on the hydraulic cooler. Now the camera's not going to pick it up, but right here is just a little bit of discoloration, which tells me there's a pinhole leak in there. Looking on the front bumper guard of it, I can see a little bit of discoloration, a little bit of oil there, so I believe it probably is leaking. That's something I'll pay attention to while I have it apart. The only other leak I've noticed on this thing is right in here seems to be a block heater, and yeah, once again my camera's not picking it up, and I'm getting seepage of antifreeze around the block heater. When I bought the thing, I didn't get the cord with it. I don't really plan on using this a whole lot in cold weather, so I'm not sure if I'm just going to put a freeze plug back in there or actually replace it with a new block heater. I haven't really decided yet. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But as you can see, you know, like here's a battery cable. It's been taped up. You can see it's they're both pretty nasty up here on the battery. All that electrical, while I have access to it, it just behooves me to go ahead and replace it. And like I said, anything I run across that I don't like See if we can get a shot of this. I didn't notice it until I took it off. But if you can see right there, there's a big chunk of metal missing out of the pulley. And it almost looks like it might have broke off at one point in time and been attempted to be welded back on, and apparently broke off again. I think I'll just put a new pulley on it. Seems simple enough, as long as I can find one. I mean, parts are still readily available for these. But anyway, this is my next project, and if you guys are interested in watching how it goes, stay tuned, subscribe, and you'll see when they're posted. Oh yeah, and like any other rebuild anybody does or repaint, first thing I did was painted the radiator cap and the fuel cap, just to see if my color's going to match. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Rate, subscribe, and as always, I'm into hints and tips.